Before you hire another media buyer, please watch this video, because more than likely you are focusing on all the wrong things and are quite literally burning cash at the moment. The advertising space has changed, and especially in software, a lot of things that used to work before don't really work anymore. And I want to show you exactly what I mean. By the end of this video, you're going to realize that hiring a media buyer might not actually be the best course of action for your business. So with the old algorithm, all you needed was some mediocre copy, a mediocre creative, you needed minimal testing, small budgets, and it was heavily text-based. This is why you needed a media buyer, because most of your ad success really came from your targeting. The old ad algorithm was very targeting heavy. The thing is, times have changed, and especially with the rise of short-form content, Instagram Reels, TikTok, the new advertising algorithm looks for different things than before. It requires a lot more testing, bigger budgets because there are so many bigger companies now in the game. Creatives matter the most. You need minimal text, and AI does all the heavy lifting for you. A media buyer can't necessarily do all this new stuff for you. That's why it's so much more important to hire people for your team that actually can do this kind of stuff. Some of these things we can work around, like high budgets can be optimized. You can spend less to get better results than someone spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. If you are able to master your creative, targeting data is now easy to collect. You've got lookalike audiences. You can base it off of your customers, off of your Instagram account followers. Retargeting is super easy now. And a lot of the jobs that media buyers used to do are now automated. Facebook's AI has gotten really good. You don't need anything crazy because the algorithm has gotten so good at optimizing that it does it for you. Now, I'm not saying media buyers are completely irrelevant. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later in the video, but for the greater part of it, media buyers are no longer the most important teammate that you need to be hiring. Some of these things are non-negotiable. You need good copy, both text and in video. You need to test creatives, different hooks, different angles, even different creators. And you need to focus on brand awareness, most importantly. Completely mid copy doesn't work anymore. You can't run a single creative for months on end, and it is so important to be consistently optimizing your ads. Not just the targeting and what the media buyers do, but testing different creatives and optimizing your actual video content. Now, the algorithm looks more for retention, almost like organic content. That's why media buyers are no longer the most important thing in the world like they used to be. Your most important hires now are going to be copywriters and editors. Copywriters and editors are now the new media buyer. They are the ones making the most money because their position is the most valuable on the marketplace right now. Now, although targeting is still important, it is nowhere as important as it used to be. You can get a media buyer to set up your campaign, but managing it becomes easy, especially after the first week. Facebook takes an average of 3 to 4 days to understand who your audience is and kind of optimize that initial targeting. And from there, it's honestly on to them to do it. What you are mostly looking for is how well your creatives perform, how long they retain, and whether your desired action is being performed. A lot of this stuff has nothing to do with the actual targeting. Meta gathers this data really quickly and optimizes on its own. So media buyers are no longer really what you should be focusing on. Maybe to get them to, set up your campaigns, but the actual results are gonna come from your team of creators, copywriters, and editors. You need to look for a UGC creator that is natural on camera, has good English, and understands visions. They can take a vision, an idea in your mind, in your copywriter's mind, in your marketing team's mind, and act it out. Put it out into the real world. They need to be able to work really closely with your editor to make the end product come out perfect. And the reason we hire UGC creators is because ultimately people like connecting with people. All those super advertisey, motion design ads don't really work anymore. We need to consistently be testing new hooks, new people, new creatives overall that connect with the viewer. We're almost running paid ads as if it's organic content. Your copywriter needs to know how to grab and retain attention. They need to know psychological trigger words to get users to take action and have natural flow and tone that mimics the creator's natural persona. Your copywriter needs to be able to adapt exactly what they want to be said and whatnot to the individual creator's natural persona. I've seen it so many times where a creator who is more shy is given, a very outgoing role, and it does not work out well. And vice versa, where a very outgoing creator is given a very, neutral tone speech, and it comes out so fake. You want it to seem natural, almost as if the creator is talking to a friend. This is what's going to completely transform your ads. And because our whole goal is to, stop the scroll, make it seem like just a natural video popping up with almost like a recommendation at the end to the CTA. Your editor also needs to understand the vision that the copywriter has created. They need to be able to tailor edits to each specific creator. Again, depending on the energy of the creator, they need to change different variables that still retain the viewer's attention, keeps them hooked, but matches the entire flow, the vibe of the video. Someone who's doing this really, really well right now is Motion. They are running thousands of ads right now and testing a bunch of new angles, creators, different editing techniques. This is how paid advertising should be in 2025 going into 2026. We are in a creator economy where people want authenticity. They want to connect with real people. And so you need to be testing a bunch of different hooks, a bunch of different scripts. You can no longer have one ad that lasts you forever. Now, this doesn't mean you need to be spending thousands of dollars. Matter of fact, it's the opposite. After your initial test phase, you cut everything that doesn't work and you double down on what is working until it doesn't. This was a really short video, but I hope it kind of put into perspective the new types of ads you need to be creating if you really want to be successful in the marketing space. And this goes for everything: software, high-ticket agencies, e-commerce. The best performing ads right now are these sort of UGC ads. In my next video, I will be breaking down exactly how to create these kinds of ads, what to put in the creatives, where to hire content creators and whatnot. So stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you then.